Hello guys and welcome back to the Frozen Card Gaming YouTube page. Mateusz here, and today's video will be all about Orcust. In this video I'll be showcasing some sample Orcust lists for the current format and for future formats. In addition, I'll be covering many combos which you're able to do now, and some after the release of Eternity Code, as well as the new Machina structure deck. So these are some legal lists for the current format. So the reason why I don't play O-Lion and rather Jet Synchron as my main scrap recycler target is because that Jet Synchron is able to send World 1 and other Orcusts from the hand to the graveyard, in addition to being able to be shuffled back with Galatea to use its effect in the case of not having enough machines banished. Jet Synchron is also a 1.5 card Galatea and the Girsu, while O-Lion does not really do anything on its own. However, O-Lion lets you do the scrap combo without having to discard. There are also many flexible cards in this deck, such as the hand trap lineup. The format isn't really solved yet, so it's hard to say if these are the best ones for this format. But these are some of the more generic ones, as well as Deburi being a high impact one, against many decks. Phantasme is another strong hand trap. However, we might be entering a format with less link summoning, with Dinos and Shadows being some of the top decks right now. You are also able to play cards like Mathematician, which can send Jet Synchron or Bombard for more starter cards. It is possible to play more Bombers as well. Urgent Schedule is another card which has seen play in the OCG, which is currently able to summon Scrap Recycler and Machina Fortress to give you access to the Scrap Engine going second without using your normal summon. I will be showcasing a Urgent Schedule combo post the Machina structure deck in this video. You are also able to play some other extenders, such as 1-for-1, Monster Reborn, and Dangers. The extra deck is overall really tight, but you are able to change up some spots. And some other good cards to play are, for example, Apollousa, Bomber Dragon, Trispania, and New York Union Carrier, which is able to equip Orcust to your monsters and get them to the graveyard, or Destruction Sword for the extra deck lock. The Quick Draw build and the more World Legacy oriented build is something someone on the team has been recently trying out, and might be something to test out more. So I'll start off by showing two combos which you are currently able to do just off Scrap Recycler and a discard. The Winda board is able to steal many games on its own. However, the Lib plus IP board is more robust to board breaking cards. With a big graveyard setup, Lib being able to shuffle a card to the deck when used for a link summon with IP, as well as having the Girsu sand if necessary, you are set to win against most decks. You also generally want a combo line which leaves you with resources in the graveyard. That way, you don't lose by not having access to your Orcust engine. The reason why I chose to discard the Knightmare here instead of holding it for the Bombard is because in the case of the opponent having a disruption on the Needle Fiber, then you suddenly don't have anything. This play plays better through disruptions, and you also have more recovery play. So this is another variation of the same combo, where instead of discarding the Knightmare early on, you are holding it for the Bombard. Ending on the Winda instead gives you less recovery. However, ending on the IP board with the Girsu setup might not be enough against some matchups. But the Winda plays worse if you face a trap deck, and your opponent is able to easily remove your only disruption with an impermanence or a Dark Ruler no more post side. The IP board will leave you with a disruption even if you get Dark Rulered. The IP board is arguably the better option to make blind going first, due to your opponent might be playing a trap deck like Altergeist or Eldritch. However, note that there are also many games you can simply win by relying on the Winda, and there will be games you will lose due to the IP board not being enough. If you have the skeleton instead of the nightmare, then you are able to make both of the boards mentioned. Note that you will end on only a skeleton in the graveyard, leaving you with a lot less recovery play than usual. Due to this reason, I'm personally a fan of going for the Winda board in this situation, as your IP board has zero follow-up if you use the Girsu's effect to send. This is more of a niche combo, as Armageddon is only a one-off, but this combo shows some of the possibilities opened by Lib. The Appaloosa can be something else depending on the situation, like Unicorn in the case of needing a fort removal. Note that this combo does not need your normal summon and is able to send, spin and destroy one card. It requires that your opponent has a monster on the field, and only your machine monsters are able to attack this turn, but it is still enough damage for a game. Now I'll be showcasing some combos with the new Mekk-Knight Orcust Girsu from Eternity Code. It opens up a lot of possibilities, as it is another strong normal summon such as Scrap Recycler. You're also able to play more of an going second oriented build as well, as Mekk-Knight Blue Sky and Purple Nightfall are able to search it. If you have a skeleton instead of the nightmare, you are able to do the same combo, but have a skeleton in the graveyard instead of the nightmare at the end of the combo. The same goes for this combo if you have a skeleton instead of the nightmare. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video. If there are any other decks you would like to see a similar video for, be sure to let us down in the comments down below. See you guys next time.